The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Nicholas Medzmariashvili, General Director of M Square, says the company is building the first skyscraper on Marshal Galovani Avenue in Tbilisi. According to him, this will be the first skyscraper in the history of the company, whereas up to 500 apartments will be placed. The project includes up to 500 apartments. There will be 2 skyscrapers. It is important that we have never built a building higher than 100 meters, and this one will be 128 meters high. There will be several more buildings in the same area, said Nicholas Medzmariashvili. According to the General Director of M Square, in total the company is currently constructing 14 buildings in 4 locations with a total area of 700,000 square meters. Merab Nadaraya, the founder of Snail producing company Nadi Group, says that the company plans to export about 200 tons of snails abroad this year. In 2022, Nadi Group, together with the Norwegian company Arctic Finance, created a new company, Snail Catch. Within the framework of the project, the volume of snails increased dramatically last year. We expect the harvest of snails to be 200 tons late in 2023, of which we will probably export 150 tons abroad. The remaining part will remain in Georgia as a breeding product. The main export markets include France, Italy and Spain, said Nadaraya. Nadi Group is operating on the market since 2018. The investment of the Norwegian company in the Nadi Group amounts to €200,000. Tornike Samkharadze, executive director of Zarapxana, told BMG that despite the fact that 90% of Zarapxana's customers are Georgian citizens, the number of foreign customers hit a record high from the second half of the last year. According to him, in January 2023 there will be an increased demand for gold jewelry, accessories and souvenirs in the company stores. Last December ended with the highest sales mark for Zarapxana. This January was the most active compared to all other years. In general, Q1 is passive compared to other quarters. As a result of economic growth, people had more money and customers become more active. In today's conditions, when jewelry has stabilized on the one hand, while on the other we make focus on international exchanges, where the price of gold is increasing for the last month, and this trend is still maintained, said the executive director of Zarapxana, Tornike Samkharadze. Agrohub hypermarket chain will open 2 new branches in Tbilisi this year. As the general director of the company, Lasha Gotziridze, told BMG, 1 branch will be opened in University Street, while the other in Svetgamsakhurdia Street in the wind city of the so-called ambulance territory. According to him, the opening of new branches was decided due to the increase in the company's income and the number of customers last year. Although last year's data is still being determined, I can tell you that it's at least a double-digit percentage increase. This is a pretty good figure, especially considering the pandemic. In addition, we have a lot of customers and their trust in us is high. Our response to this confidence is that we are moving forward and meeting 2023 with the new projects. Obviously, the opening of new branches leads to the creation of hundreds of additional jobs, says Lasha Gotziridze. The first Agrohub hypermarket in Georgia was opened in December 2016. The company currently includes farms, a central enterprise and 3 branches. In total, it employs about 1,400 people. Mariam Shengelia, the sales manager of wooden cottage construction company Kotejebi.ge, says the cost of construction materials has increased between 10-65% on average, which has also affected the price of their products. According to her, the main demand is from mountainous regions and customers build cottages mostly for the business. The demand is quite high. We still have a new ongoing projects, but from spring demand increases significantly. We mainly receive orders from mountainous regions, Racha, Ajara and Gudaori. Construction prices varies between 300-400 USD, said Mariam Shengelia. The sales manager of Kotejebi.ge tells that their company is new on the market, launched before the pandemic in 2019. At this stage, they don't employ many people, although they are trying their best to involve and interest young people in their work.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.